Hello everybody and welcome. Oh, what's that? 2 seconds. Cheers, Martin. So it has arrived. It's part 3 of the PCP Adepticon painting relay. I will link the other 2 videos in the description below. But very briefly, on the PCP, so me, Martin, Dom and Ken, every Monday night, we were contacted by Don Ayres from the most awesome Adepticon show. And he asked whether we'd like to get involved in Adepticon and taking part in a charity auction. So what's been going on is, this will be discussed in the other 2 videos, is we are currently painting on a painting relay a 4-point Saga force. Now this was initially started with Dom. He did all the basics, so he put them together. He did the basic painting. These were then shipped off to Martin, who's highlighted them, added some more details, added the shields, etc. And now they've found their way to my hallowed desk, where I'm going to be doing the bases on them, which is all very interesting. So what I'm going to do is just run through what we've got, what I'm going to do, and then the finished product. So I shall see you all in a little bit when I've changed my desk around slightly. And here is the contents of the parcel. As you can see, Martin has worked his wonders on these figures. Now I don't play Saga, so I can't tell you exactly what we've got here. So I apologise in advance for that. All I know is we've got some cavalry with spears, we've got some archers, we've got some infantry with spears as well, and we've got this rather fetching looking leader chap here who we decided was a cross between Ken and Brian Blessed in Blackadder. It's a cracking model though. So it's onto my stage of the painting relay. So I will be doing the basing on all of these chaps. Now initially when I was asked if I wanted to do the basing as part of the relay, I had a scheme in mind, and it was the same scheme that I've been using on my Landsknecht project, which is this. As you can see, lush, verdant green. Looks the business, doesn't it? Now unfortunately these are Crusaders, and I don't think these bases would really suit them. Now when I normally do desert basing, I've done a couple for bolt action. I just normally use cork and a bit of dry brushing. But these, completely different approach. So what am I going to be using to turn these rather bland looking, boring grey bases into something more desert like? Well, I'm going to use something I've never used before, which is this. So this is Vallejo Earth Texture Acrylic Paint. See, desert sand. Let's have a look at this. I've never used it before, so it's going to be quite interesting. There we go. What does it smell like? Ooh, doesn't smell the best. I don't know why I did that. I just tend to smell all my paints. So this is what I'm going to be using. I don't know whether to keep it that colour, because you can mix these with different colours. I've got some browns I could mix in there. I could throw some grit and stones in. Or I might just apply it as is, apply a wash of Agrax and dry brush it. Now on top of that, what else I've been getting? I'm going to be using these, which are some Army Painter Mountain Tufts. I think they will work quite well on desert basing. That worked quite well with that. Yeah, here we go. And for a bit of variety, I'm going to be using this, which is the mega tub of tufts from War Painter Scenics, which I picked up recently. Because look at that, you can never have too many tufts. Well, that's what I think anyway, and it's going to be it's going to apply with these chaps. So what I'm going to do now is go away and apply this to all of these bases, let it dry overnight, and I'm going to start adding the details, so you'll be able to see what it looks like after that. So I shall see you all in the next part. And welcome back. It is the next day, and this stuff which I've used, the Vallejo Earth Texture Acrylic, has been allowed to dry overnight, and there we have it. And I think they look rather fetching. I think with the colour scheme that Martin and Dom have used on the figures, we've gone for the blue, purple and black of the PCP colours, and I think the the desert colour really works well against those three colours. Now, in the previous part I mentioned that I was going to possibly apply a wash or dry brush, and I've actually changed my mind over that. Allowing these to dry overnight, and the way that the colour is, I don't think I need to do anything to them. I think a dry brush you wouldn't really see a lot of. It's quite a bright colour as it is, and anything too stark would really take away from the figure. People will be looking at the base rather than the figure. So I am content to leave these the way they are and go to work on the details. Let's have a look at how this is dry. You just see, it's the first time I've used this product, and I'm really happy with it. There we go. Look at that. Just put it on with a sculpting tool. It's quite easy to apply. So I use a sculpting tool and a cocktail stick, as I use many cocktail sticks for different things. But the way it's dried, it's created divots. It's not flat. There's sort of gaps in it. It looks quite like natural sand and, you know, rocky ground, if I'm being completely honest. So that has saved me a stage. I'm not going to do any dry brushing. I'm not going to do any washes, because what we're going to do now is go on and start adding clump foliage, tufts, bits and pieces, just to break up the sort of the blandness of the base at the moment. And hopefully these tufts will work really well with the textured paint on there, with the colour, and it'll give it a bit more of a desert feel rather than just these rather barren looking bases as they are. So I'm going to go away now, break out the tufts and the glue, and I'll come back and see what I've been up to. So I shall see you all in the next part. And welcome back, and here we are, and the entire project is fully based and finished. So before I lovingly box these off to the States, let's have a look at what I've done. So as I mentioned in the early part of the video, I've used earth texture, sort of texture paint from Vallejo, sort of desert colour, and I applied this to all of the bases. And I was going to apply a wash or dry brush it, but I don't think I need to. I thought the colour, the way it went on, was just really good, and it just looked really natural. So I thought that saved myself a couple of stages on the basing front. So to break up the sort of barren look on there, what I did, I applied some details. So first of all, I applied these rocks. Now what these rocks are? These rocks are kitty litter. Yes, kitty litter. One of my favourite go-to for miniature rocks. Now they were a bit too stark when they were applied. They were really white. So what I did, I applied a very watered down wash of Agrex Earthshade, just to give them a bit of weathering, a bit of dusting, just make them like they've been out in the elements. I think they work really well. To this I added a number of tufts, and these tufts are Army Painter and War Painter tufts. I think the ratio I've applied them, it's not too much, it's not too little. I think it's just the right balance, just to break up what could have been a really stark or barren looking base. I think that works really pretty well. So there we have it, a fully completed 4-point Crusader Force for Saga. And these will soon be winging their way off to the States and Adepticon. So I just want to say a massive thanks to Don and the guys at Adepticon for asking the PCP to get involved in this. It's a great honour to be involved with Adepticon. And we really enjoyed it. It was, we got our heads together and worked out how we were going to do it, but I think it's worked out really well. And yeah, best of luck to Don and the guys at Adepticon for Adepticon 2022 this year at the end of March. Also massive thanks to my comrades Dom and Martin from the PCP for their participation in legs 1 and 2 of the painting relay. So they painted them, I based them. It really was a team effort. Ken gets a buy on this particular challenge. Ken is currently moving house, and yeah, real life got in the way, so yeah, Ken was given a buy on this one. But there we have it. That's the end of the painting relay. So I'm now going to get these wrapped in cotton wool, bubble wrap, and shipped off to Don in the States. So massive thank you to everyone involved in the project. It's been a great honour in getting involved. I will copy the links to Dom and Martin's videos in the description of this video, so you can go and see the previous relay legs if you've not seen them. But as always, if you've got any comments or questions, just leave them down below and I'll certainly respond to all comments and questions. But as always, thanks for watching. Do take care. May your dice roll well, and I'll catch you all in the next video. So bye bye for now.